Hey, this is Corey D. Rose, co-founder and CEO here at the SearchGeeks, and in today's Vault, you are going to learn the 3 crucial points of optimizing an AdWords campaign that are very oftenly overlooked that could be costing your company thousands of dollars every single month. We recently acquired a new client that had an extensive AdWords campaign that was being built out by a third party. They had a company that was doing that. Everything on the outside looked right to the client, but he said that he was not getting any sales. He wasn't even getting any leads, and he wasn't sure if everything was set up. So when I jumped in there, I did just a very simple overview, and this is typically what you'll find when you take a look at most campaigns. The keywords are set properly, the ad copy looks okay, it's going to the right page on the website, all the things, kind of the basics are in place. And so when you get that started and you have a campaign that starts moving, you're thinking that, yeah, this is it. This is the way it's supposed to look. Everything should be firing on all fours, and we should be getting sales, we should be getting leads, things should be happening. But when you start to dig in a little bit deeper and you look at the history of a campaign, one that's got conversion data that's already in there, in other words, you make a sale, it tracks a conversion. You generate a lead, it tracks a conversion, and that conversion is always assigned to the keyword that somebody used to get to your website or landing page. It's assigned to the ad copy, the actual ad that was used to click through to get there, and the landing page. So you have all of that data that you're looking at within all of your campaigns. So there's some more data that actually most people just fail to look at, and this could be the crucial defining a data point that could make or break any campaign. So when you start looking at some things like the time of day when somebody actually became a lead or made a sale, that's going to start to tell a story. So there's certain times of the day that are more profitable for you to run your AdWords campaign. A lot of campaigns that we see are running 24/7. There's no bid adjustments in between. They're not paused at any different times of day. They're just running 24/7. So you want to look at that conversion data to see if there's conversions that are at a higher peak during certain times of the day and then a lower. So your cost per click, your cost per acquisition actually can vary greatly depending on the time of day. The next thing that you want to look at is going to be the actual day of the week that somebody comes in. So you might have a campaign or be in a business where the number one day for you to make sales and generate leads is going to be on a Friday or a Saturday. And that's something that you're going to want to look at. What day of the week are people coming in and actually taking the right action that you hope that they take within your AdWords campaign? So you can start to look at that, and that data will start to tell a story. So you can start to optimize the campaign based on that. Then you want to look at, so you've got the time of day, you've got the day of the week, but then you've also got geography to look at. So if you're running a campaign, say over like a huge regional area that there's many little cities around it, or maybe you're running a campaign over the entire country, there's going to be certain states that you've probably spent thousands of dollars in advertising that have never generated a lead or a sale. But there's going to be other states that are really the most productive, that are generating the most leads, the most sales, and that's another point of optimization. That data point right there will help you to take your ROI and increase it by 100%, by 1,000%. If you get those 3 things in place and start looking at that data and listening for it to tell you a story, then you are going to be well on your way to having a campaign that is perfectly optimized for ROI on demand. In the case of the client that we're currently working with, that had this exact scenario, we looked at the campaign history, looked at all of the conversion data, and there is going to be a manual process somewhere in there, and that's exactly what we ended up doing for this particular client, which we've done for many more. We've managed millions in ad spend, and this is one of the most crucial mistakes that businesses are making when they set out to set these campaigns up. So in this case, they're in high-end jewelry, in the high-end jewelry niche, and we set the campaign up the right way, and immediately had an immediate impact on the bottom line. Immediately he started to see the results of just optimizing those 3 points that were in that campaign. So what are you not looking at? What data is there that you are missing out on? Now, you do pay a lot of money to Google for advertising, and this is some of the data that you get when you pay for that. You only get that data when you pay Google for it. So I hope that this was helpful. Take another look at your campaign. What I want you to do, if you are in question about your campaign or how your campaign's being managed or run, I would love to put some eyes on that campaign, at least to see if there are opportunities that appear to be within arm's reach of your campaign. So thank you for watching. This has been Corey D. Rose, co-founder and CEO here at the SearchGeeks, and I will see you on the inside.